Do you feel like you helped at all in putting Kyle's on the mid app?
Big facts, no cap. Everybody know that. That's public. You gotta look at the before and after. You know what I'm saying? She always had a platform, and she was always destined to be what she was gonna be, regardless. But when I stepped in, and there was a lot of codes being taught, it was like, you can do this. You should start this. You should start doing your hair like this. Or you should do
Wow.
this. You should adapt, because you need black people to fuck with you, because you need culture. This, if you ain't got black people behind you, you ain't got nothing. Ain't nobody gonna listen. You can't influence nobody. So I had a lot to do with all that.
Growing up in Compton, I was always surrounded by fashion and gold and super over the top personalities. I was always intrigued by the older girls that lived in my neighborhood, and I remember thinking they were so fly, and I couldn't wait to get older to dress like them 100%. Despite what they show you on the news, because we all know the news can be fake news, the hood is such a beautiful place and is full of talented people. We as black people have our own style, that's a fact. And black people in the hood have their own thing going on, that's a fact. We set the trends, we move the culture, we dictate what's cool, and we are the wave. And that is why the hood aesthetic is getting gentrified. So if you scroll on Instagram, you'll see all kinds of people that look like the girls in your neighborhood, right? If you watch TV, you'll see all kinds of people that are trying to portray that hood aesthetic. If you look at the magazines and the runway shows, you'll see that everyone is trying to take that style and turn it into pop culture. I've always felt like so many people have taken from the hood and have taken our natural essence, or trying to take our natural essence, I should say, and package it a different way. And in this video, we're going to explore that topic just a little bit. So as I just stated previously, we as black people have our own unique style. It's something that we created. It's something that is just in us. It's in our essence. And the world noticed that pretty quickly. So when I think about the entertainment business as a whole, from the 90s all the way up until now, and especially now, everyone has definitely taken that ghetto look, and everyone has profited off of that look except for the very people who created it, okay? So the first person who comes to my mind when this subject is brought up is Miley Cyrus. So we all know Miley Cyrus started off as this cute girl who had a super popular show on the Disney Channel. That was never my show. That was kind of not my era. But you know, so many young girls and guys liked that show. She also sang very cute popish songs, and that's where we thought she was, right? But then if we fast forward a couple of years, she's a completely different person. Y'all know this era, okay? So not only did her look change, but also the way she was presenting herself to the world changed. And this was during the Bangers era. Okay, so this era felt really forced to me in a lot of ways, but I'm not gonna lie, the Bangers album is amazing. Okay, so I can't hate on it too much because we got a popping album, but yeah, that era was a little bit forced. So y'all remember when Miley Cyrus was doing the absolute most, trying to seem so down, and it's like we as black people saw right through it. And then if you fast forward a couple of years after the Bangers era, we then have her telling us that she doesn't want to listen to hip hop music because it was too much. Okay? We have her telling us that hip hop music was too much for her. And this is coming from the same woman who was twerking on Robin Thicke at an awards show and did a whole album with the hip hop producer and tried to call out Nicki Minaj. So I'ma just need it to like make sense, you know, make it make sense for me. So that whole era of Miley Cyrus with the Bangers era and her trying to sing down and do all of these hip hop songs, and then if we fast forward, she's saying hip hop is too much for her. I just feel like everyone can hop in and out of the culture when they want to, but never wants to be in the culture, you know, when it's time to. Just really interesting to me to, you know, look at something like that. So it's pretty clear that people want to put on our aesthetic when it's convenient and when it can make them some money. And they also want to take it off and back away whenever they want to. So this goes along the lines of they want our rhythm, but not our blues. It's the same concept. This has even rubbed off on the fashion world. Not that long ago, Marc Jacobs had the nerve to have his models walk down the runway like this. Okay, I know this isn't the first time a designer has used the black aesthetic in their runway shows, and I'm pretty sure it won't be the last, but the disrespect of it all. It's like, I can't deal. These fashion designers would really like for you to believe that they are the ones that have come up with these concepts and ideas, when in fact, black people, especially black folks in the hood, have been doing this for years upon years. Everyone takes from our culture but never adds anything to it, and also they never credit it as our stuff. It blows me every time. So now let's take a turn and talk about one of my problematic faves. So I'm already letting y'all know, I know she problematic, but she is one of my faves. So, you know, she gets the title problematic fave. And that is Miss Gwen Stefani. Gwen Stefani has appropriated a lot of cultures over the years, okay? But I'm going to talk about the appropriation of the black aesthetic. So Gwen has always experimented with fashion. A lot of people can say she is very edgy and so on and so forth. However, there's a thin line between experimenting and appropriating. So Gwen has worn Bantu knot outs, she's worn individuals, and probably so much more. I probably just can't find no pics of it. So if you are one of those people who don't get offended when people who aren't black wear black hairstyles, you might not understand my frustration. But hopefully this video can bring a little bit more light to this subject for you. So Gwen Stefani is able to do what a lot of black women can't do. And that's where the hairstyles that we've been rocking for years. You see a lot of people who love to say black women are hating when we call this out. But facts are facts. Sorry. People like Gwen Stefani is able to get away with this, but the black women and or black men who started the trend are ripped apart because of this. And it also doesn't help that Gwen has never ever, at least I don't know to my knowledge, she's never credited where the inspiration from some of her looks were derived from. But worse than that, she's edgy when she wears this. But black women are all types of other things when we rock our hair in ways that our ancestors have been doing for years. And this problem is still so relevant in our society today. We think about the boy in Chicago who they told him he had to cut his locks and things like that. So this is why these type of subjects are so near and dear to my heart, and why so many, black women and men around the world speak up on issues like this. Because other people can get away with it and they're edgy and all those type of things. We cannot. We're still getting persecuted for natural hair and braids and things like that in our locks. So that's the issue that a lot of people have. So one of the biggest examples of the world profiting off of the ghetto aesthetic that I came up with, and I think is super obvious, is the Kardashian/Jenner family. Okay? Yeah, we going there. So if these people are your faves, you may want to skip through this section of the video, okay? I'm not going to go in too hard. I'm just going to state facts. But if you want to learn something and these people are your faves, listen in with an open mind, okay? So we first met the Kardashian family when their reality show premiered on E! Back in 2007. And I'm not even gonna lie, when this show first premiered, I loved the Kardashian family. I thought they were so fun, and they said things to their mom that I only thought about, I would never say. And it was just like a fun, cute family. But obviously throughout the years, we've come to know them in a different light. But back then, everything was really fun and loose, and it was just kiki kaka. But now that that's out the way, we're going to get into our first introduction of this family. So when we were first introduced to the Kardashian Jenner family, it's pretty obvious that they look nothing like themselves today. Almost everyone in this family has a big butt all of a sudden. Most of them have enlarged their lips, their hips, their boobs, and probably have done so much more. And let me just throw in an allegedly in this video. Okay, all of this stuff is quote unquote alleged. And I also want to stress that I am not in any way knocking plastic surgery. I'm just stating facts, okay? If you want to change something about your body, go ahead and do it. And I'm just stating the facts here, okay? They also rock cornrows and bandanas. And if you look at their whole look, like their overall aesthetic, if you go on any of their Instagrams just for a little bit and you scroll through, their whole look is based off of black women. Facts are facts. There have been many instances where this family has said or done things that will become considered problematic. They step out with these fake tans that literally make them look like light-skinned black women. We all remember that most recent picture of Kim Kardashian when she was trying to channel, I don't even know who she said, but she was literally looking like Beyonce, okay? And they're able to make millions upon millions of dollars off of their looks. They're able to become billionaires off of the backs of black women, and facts are just facts. I know that Kylie has this lip kit and her makeup line, and Kim has so many different businesses now. But if we're going to state facts, it started off with their looks, and their looks are derived from black women. Okay. Kylie got lip injections and then started her makeup line. And she got lip injections because she wanted her lips to be bigger. Okay. And what do black women have? Most of them? Big lips. So I'm just stating the facts. Don't shoot the messenger. Black women have to work 10 times harder in everything we do, while everyone else can talk like us, dress like us, and really try to become us and mimic us in ways that is so crazy to me. And they become success stories, and we are working 10 times as harder, probably way more talented. The point I'm trying to make is that these women can dress like us and want to be like us and have our whole aesthetic and make millions of dollars, while we, the people who created it, are still having to work 20 times as hard. And they get on the cover of Forbes and are, self-made billionaires, while they still are ideas, while they still are culture and so many other things. So it just blows me that the society as a whole accepts white women who wants to be black rather than just accepting black women. It blows my mind. It's crazy to me. So I was really inspired to make this video from all of the blackfishing I see online. If you don't know, blackfishing is a term where white people or people who aren't black dress up in basically blackface and black aesthetic to appeal to everyone, because we all know black aesthetic sells, okay? So I was inspired to make this video from all of the blackfishing I saw online. There are so many people who put on our aesthetic for likes, and it's crazy. It blows my mind. I wanted to make this video to let it be known that the world would be nothing, and I mean nothing, without black folks. The fashion world would be nothing without the people from the hood. The makeup world will be nothing without the beauty supplies in the hood. We create the cool, we are the culture, we make the rules, and everyone follows them. And that's a fact. I'd look at today's world and think, what would the world be like, or what would style be like if black people didn't exist? It's wild to me that the world takes so much from our culture, and not only do they give nothing back, but they don't even acknowledge where they got all of this great culture and aesthetic from. So I just want to say to the black girl or the black boy who's watching this, continue to express yourself however you want. Continue to show the world that we create the culture and everything comes from us. Okay, everything is for us, by us. Shout out to FUBU. Being from the hood and not having a lot is what makes us so great, because we have to be creative with everything. Okay, we create hood snacks, we create different outfits. I know growing up, I made so many different outfits, cut up jeans and shirts and added patches and stuff on my outfits, because we didn't necessarily have the money to buy new things all the time. And I think that that's what makes us as black people so creative and so unique, because when you grow up not with a lot, you find different ways to make things look great. And I feel like that's what people in the hood do. So don't let this world and, some of the people who make up this world that takes from our culture and take and never give anything back, don't let that stop you, okay? Keep your foot on their necks, because they're watching. Okay, I just want to shout out everybody in the hood. If you're watching this video, continue to be creative. Play with your hair, play with your fashion, play with your look, because those are the kind of things that makes us us. So overall, I hope this video brought awareness to how much black culture influences the world. I mean, if you even look at the Google commercial that they did for Black History Month, you will see how much black people, black folks have contributed to this world. That commercial gets me teary-eyed every time, because it's so beautiful to see how much my people have contributed to the world. I hope this video has opened your eyes to things that you may have not noticed before, and I hope it taught you some things as well. And I just want to say that this video is not to bash anyone I spoke about in this video at all. It's just to bring to light what this subject is about. And hopefully, you know, if any of these people ever end up seeing this video, hopefully it inspires them to do better going forward. So this isn't a bashing video. I love everyone, but I am a Black woman and I do have to talk about my experiences in this world and how I see it, and I'm calling it how I see it. So hopefully you guys take everything well, and like I said, hopefully this video encouraged you, helped you, made you think about things in a different light. And I just want to say thank y'all so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please share it with anyone, everyone, share it. Okay, I would love to see y'all share this video. If you love this video, comment down below, let me know your thoughts and all that kind of stuff. If you like these type of videos, please let me know as well in the comments. Y'all know I love doing these type of docu-style videos, and I will be sure to get some more ideas of my next one. If you are not already following me on Instagram, please do so as well. And until my next video, I'll see you guys later.